The Scarlet Witch is a really easy character to pick up and play immediately. However, once you start playing Marvel Rifles for a little while, you'll start realizing you're getting picked off more and more, due to the fact that you're going up against better players. Now I'm going to be listing off her basic abilities first, and for the people who already know how to play her a little bit, well, you can skip this bit with this timestamp right here. But for the rest of you, let's keep going. Her primary fire is Chaos Control, basically a lock-on ability that deals damage over time. She also has a secondary ability called Chthonian Burst. Now Chthonian Burst has 4 charges, allowing you to fire this out in rapid succession. However, you do need to recharge it, and with Chaos Control you can recharge it fast. Dark Seal allows you to pop down a bubble that will stun anyone that is inside of it. You also have a Fate style ability called Mystic Projection. If you're in a tight spot, you can always use Mystic Projections to get yourself out of trouble. You'll be able to fly around freely, become invulnerable for a little while, and become a little bit harder to see. If you do fly up high into the air, you can always hold down the jump button and you will start levitating down slowly. Her ultimate, Reality Eraser, allows you to become a giant bomb, dealing crazy damage, basically taking anyone out that's near you. Do be very careful in this form, because you do not have any abilities while you're performing this ultimate, and you also still only have 250 health, meaning people can easily take you out. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about gameplay and strategy with her. One of the worst things you can do while playing a Scarlet Witch is staying grounded. For example, if you're going up against melee combatants, it's extremely hard for them to hit you. If there's a Spider-Man or a Magic out there, they can still kill you pretty damn fast if they get their hits off on you. However, while you're in the air, it's extremely hard for them to get a full combo on you. Not only that, but if you manage your fate properly, you can actually stay in the air almost indefinite. Having the high ground on your target is extremely useful with the Scarlet Witch. This doesn't only make tracking easier. When you use your secondary ability, even if you slightly miss, you will still hit them with the splash damage. It's also a lot easier to hit them from the air with Dark Seal, allowing you to stun lock them and get even easier hits on them with your secondary fire. Now a little tip with Dark Seal. When you use it against people with shields, it usually doesn't do anything to them. However, if they walk through the center of it, it will stun them, meaning that they will drop their shield as well. If you have both of your Fate abilities, don't be afraid to engage with one of your Fate abilities and then disengage with the second Fate ability. Now this goes especially for the healers in the backline. If you're taking care of the healers in the backline, that means that they're not going to be able to focus on healing their frontline. A lot of the strategists that will be healing in the backline will have a hard time dealing with a Scarlet Witch. Your survivability with the Scarlet Witch is extremely crazy, especially if you manage your resources well. Now when I talk about resources, I'm not only talking about her abilities like her Fate. A big resource that you definitely want to be using is the health packs that are around. It's all well and good fighting in the backline, however you will hardly get healed by your own teammates because you are all the way in the backline. Every now and then a rocket might be able to shoot a little orb towards you to heal you, however that's not really going to sustain you as well as getting a proper medpack. If for example you've just taken care of the backline and you want to rejoin the fight at the front line, it's always best to go for a medpack first and then rejoin your friends at the front line. You are probably thinking to yourself of, hey, there's actually going to be people who can heal me in the front line, so I could probably go back and get healed in the front line instead. However, if these are just random people, 1, they might not notice you immediately, and 2, they might also be busy with healing someone else, like the tank that's in the front line. Meaning you are taking resources away from them healing someone else, which could get the enemy a kill on your team. Not only that, if there's a Hela or maybe even a Punisher that is on the enemy team and they notice you, as soon as you pop back out of your Fate ability, they will annihilate you instantly if you only have 100 health. Now let's talk about the ultimates, and I see a lot of people in the beta doing this completely, and I mean completely wrong. A lot of people just pop it and hope they don't die in the middle of a fight. However, you shouldn't, and I really mean you should not pop this in the middle of the fight, unless there's maybe a Magneto with you and you tell him to bubble you while you're ulting. The thing is, you will definitely die if you do this. I mean, 9 out of 10 times, people will have good enough aim to quickly kill you because you are extremely, and I mean extremely vulnerable in this state. Yes, it's one of the most powerful ultimates in the game, but it's also one of the weakest at the same time. The best way to use this ability, in my opinion, is to use fear to your advantage. Now that might sound cheesy, but it's true. So this is what I do. I hide around the corner first for a few seconds, making them think that they can quickly kill me when I'm popping my ultimate, because that's the first thing they'll do. When they don't see you for a second, they'll start panicking and they want to retreat. However, at that point you come around the corner and they're most likely not going to shoot you because they're already in their flight response. Now, what do I mean with this is that most of the time people will either fight or flight situations when it comes to Scarlet Witch ult. The longer they don't see you, the more worried they are of getting blown up, so they will start running away. But at this point is when you strike. And one more thing, you always want to play as the Scarlet Witch when you see a Magneto on your team. It's just makes Magneto extremely strong in the front line, meaning that if the front line's taken care of, you can just destroy the back line. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, why not subscribe and follow the channel. I'm a small little channel that's just trying to make some Marvel Rivals content, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and well, I'll see you guys later. Bye!